Hello there everybody, Sam'sTrains here. Welcome back to the railway and welcome back to Sam's Trains Live. I'm coming at you over select Sundays over the summer, so if you don't want to miss these streams, feel free to subscribe, turn on notifications, and that is the best way to always get notified. Anyway, thank you Sideways. I literally just noted that one down before this started, so I've got you. Thank you very much. You wanted to see the great Central Class D11 and a lovely rake of Pullman coaches. Is there any other kind? Right? Yeah, we can do that, no problem. Anyway, I wanted to start by saying a massive thanks to Mindless Shark and MCA 0004 Pleasure Channel, because you guys were very unbelievably generous last time, and I don't know if I caught you or not, so I want to say thank you. Mark7188, thank you very much. Oh, we've got caps, must be important. The H2 class, South Fordham Southern, pulling some Southern coaches, no problem. Yeah, that's a lovely idea. Thank you very much, Mark. Yeah, so thank you to those guys. Today, though, I've got quite a lot going on. We've got another episode of Train Time from the Train Time team. Mixed messages about what they've got planned today. Some of them have told me they've got a story to tell. Others have told me they've got an announcement to make. So I don't think they quite know what they're doing, but we'll find out. We've got another special guest later on with something cheap to look at. Don't know what that could involve. Lots of trains to run, of course. I've got a giveaway to do, shout outs, I've got your artwork to show, so loads and loads of stuff coming up. But first, how are you folks? I haven't talked to you for a while, so let's see who's here in the chat. And good God, it's going crazy. Okay, so we have Mayo Hosco, hello to you. I saw you earlier on in the chat. NWR JW Studios is here, hello to you. Will James Railways, hello from Melbourne, Australia. Got a few Australians watching today, which is very exciting. Marion Bond, and I guess Joe's with you as well. Hello to you, hope you're having a nice time. Samo, how come every stream I go to, the audience is full of Australians? See what I mean? There is a lot of Australians here today. No complaints though, of course. Yeah, we'll have as many Australians as you can take. Luke's Locomotives is there as well. William, nice to see you. Chloe and George, nice to see you as well. Hope you're having a good day. Lewis Bones, hello to you as well. Bonjour, Mr. Sam. Harry knows stuff. Nice to see you. Connor O'Kane is here as well. Eggy Eat. We had a nice little chat before the stream. Did me and Eggy Eat. All right, nice. I'll come back and talk to you folks in a little while. Don't forget, I'm also taking requests today, so if you'd like to see a loco or some rolling stock run on the stream, you can donate £5 or the equivalent using Super Chat, as these lovely people have been doing, and you can pick whatever loco or rolling stock you want, and it will support the channel, and you can have your 5 minutes of fame, of course. And I've got this to give away today. It is another Oxford wagon, because they are pretty good, aren't they? Fortunately, this one is not from some mental hospital this time. Check out the last stream if you want to know what on earth I'm talking about. Yeah, this is a nice red Busby's wagon. So I got to thinking, I'm going to give this to the requester who comes up with the best request featuring the colour red. All right, so there's your challenge for today. And of course, if there are any birthdays in the house, or if you've had a birthday over the last week or so, then feel free to super chat for any amount and I will play you the birthday song. Okay, I guess I should get to some of these messages because I think I just missed a few, but thank you so much if I did. So I saw Mark's, okay. Aussie Loco, thank you so much. Could you run the Hornby Thomas, Annie and Clarabelle, some 7-plank trucks and a 20-ton brake van? Absolutely, thank you very much, Aussie Loco. Oh, TMD R&M, it's his birthday in two days. Wants to hear the birthday song. Do you know what? Why not? So everybody in the chat, happy birthday to TMD R&M.
Happy train birthday to you. Happy train birthday to you. Happy train birthday, happy train birthday. Happy train birthday to you.
Okay, let's crack on with some of these requests then. Thank you to Ryan Rail. You want to... Oh, you're waking up to go conduct a train. I guess a request on this stream wouldn't be very interesting to you then if you got the real thing to play with. David Mattox, thank you very much. Could you run a double header of the T9 and a J27 pulling a rake of teak coaches? No problem at all. And right now we've got... Oh, this is not going to go well. Let me just say that. It's William Babcock. He's at it again, and I have saved it for the stream, so you could say it's partly my fault. But he's asked for the Class 17 and the Dapol 73. Two utterly atrocious locos, if you ask me, with egg vans, which of course like to derail, mega boxes, which are also a little bit unreliable, and also on the outside line. So that is just going to be tremendous. Thank you very much, William. Taze Train Line wanted to see the Class 66 and a 9F double heading for their dad's birthday. So I guess it was last stream that it was Tay's dad's birthday, but a belated happy birthday, and he wanted to see a bit of a freight train with that, so no problem. And then Vlad Kopetti wanted to see a Class 73 with a 416 EMU, and that's no problem. I don't think I've ever tried that before though, so yeah, we'll have to see how it goes. Right, let's start the Disaster Express going, and as you can see, it's real slow, but it is at 50% speed there, so it's just, yeah, it's two locos that don't work properly. Double trouble. All right, let's see how we get on. We might be here all day waiting for that that one on the outside line. Yeah. Well, you can thank William for that. Wasn't my idea, folks. All right. So the two electrics seem to be okay together, I reckon. And the 9F and the 66 seem to be all right together. Got a bit of a long freight on there, or sort of. Yeah, kind of long. Nice. Where's the others gone? I'm not holding my breath for the Helgen and Dapol double header. I think that's... I mean, if it makes it around the track, I'll be amazed. Oh, yeah, on cue. Perfect. Okay. And of course, it's right where I can't reach it, which is just absolutely marvellous. And another train's coming to smash into it too. Thank you, William. Thank you, William. As always. What's the others? Yeah, the back of it's come off as well. Okay, well, we'll just carry on until it grinds to a halt again. William Babcock, everybody. Oh, God. And it's getting lapped now by the other engines. Absolutely perfect. I can't tell if it's on the track or not. Can anybody else? Yeah, I think the back bogie of the 73's off, so... Or mind you, I could reach it in a second. Yeah, I might put it back on before it goes under the bookcase. Sam, can you mic blow Ishan the Train Lover? No, I think that would be unpleasant. I'm not going to do that. Oh, sorry, there's some dust on the microphone there. Okay, how's it going? So everything else is behaving, so it's pretty much as expected, I would say. Yep, very nice choice, except for William. Yeah, yours was not a nice choice, William, I'm sorry to say. Right, let's get these stopped then. So this was cool, I really enjoyed this combination. It's a strange one. I mean, I doubt this ever happened in real life, but yeah, it's cool to see it in model form, I guess. All right, off we go. I've got to find somewhere safe to put those. Oh, and then we're going to have to wait an eternity for that awful double header to get back to us. Let's have a catch up, shall we? See what's going on. So it's done about half a lap now, and it's still at 50% speed. I think looks like both locos are now off the track. Yep, which is amazing. And of course the couplings are all at different heights as well, so don't couple up together. Air Knights, thank you so much. You want to see the Andrew Barclay Katie? Yeah, that's a good choice, with a Hornby Horsebox and 2 Crimson coaches. Yeah, that's fine. And Sparky, modern and old in the middle track. Great choice, whoever that was. Yeah, I think so. Class 66, 9F. What a contrast. Love the content you've been making and love salvage or scrap. Oh, thank you, Sparky. I'm glad you like salvage or scrap. Yeah, that's a lot of fun. This is one of the more painful moments we've ever had on a stream. And yeah, it's ground to a halt again. Okay, yeah, it's the other loco this time. All right. Come on, let's give it full speed. I'm tired of this now. It's not a good idea, of course. It's probably all going to go up in smoke and flames, but still, never mind. Okay, that's enough. On the plus side, I don't know how they did it, but the egg vans managed to stay on the track. So yeah, go figure. I don't understand. Right, let me see. Blimey, thank you so much for the super chats today, folks. So we got up to AZ Rail. Thank you very much. AZ Rail says, afternoon, Sam. Hope the stream's going well. The Zelda fan 57, keen for another stream, Sam. Thank you. Hope you enjoy it. Also, your reminder to make the B12 motor. I keep forgetting. The motor files. I've frozen. Yeah, the B12 motor files. Yes, I'm sorry. I will do it. I'll put them online. But I've been working on another set for the Oxford Dean goods so that you can put a nice cordless motor into that loco, and man, it makes such a difference. So yeah, if I'm posting those online, it will remind me to post the B12 ones. So yeah, don't worry. Hi Sam, could you please run a modem DMU you own? Nothing from nowadays. Yeah, okay, yeah, got plenty of those. No problem, Sparky, thank you very much. Malcolm Loud, can you have the LNER V2 pulling 6 vans, 4 tankers, 5 trucks, and a red brake van, and a J36 as a banker? That's a cool one. I like the specific ones. Have we got something red there? Yeah, we've got a red brake van. All right, so you're in for the wagon there, Malcolm Loud. I need to remember to look for red stuff in these requests for the wagon. Ryan Rail, I'm getting my words wrapped around me now. Thank you very much to you. Polar Pendleton, can we have the W4 Peckett Daphne and the Midland 1P? Ah, you see, that's a cracking red request. Right, that one is the best I've seen so far, Polar. So if nobody beats that, I think you might be in for that wagon. NWR JW Studios, hi Sam, for today's challenge, how about James and the Patriot? Oh, that's a clever one. Again, 2 lovely red engines in LMS, of course, yeah, with some LMS coaches, Jasper and Willow. That is also in the running. I don't know, it feels like this is a good challenge this time. I think a lot of people have got some good ideas. Eggy Yeet, hi Sam, please may I have any 440 and any A4 pulling a few Mark 1 coaches and a red wagon. There it is, followed by a Pullman coach and of course Bullman. B-date was the 5th of July. Oh my word. Shall we do it again then? I'm just going to turn the volume down because it's like rupturing my eardrums at the moment. Right, hopefully that should be better. All right, I apologise for this in advance. But here we go again. Happy birthday in the chat, please, for Eggy Yeet on the 5th of July. Here we go.
Happy train birthday to you. Happy train birthday to you. Happy train birthday, happy train birthday. Happy train birthday to you.
Okay, moving swiftly on. Happy birthday, Eggy Yeet. Hope you had a really good day. So the next thing I wanted to talk about was, oh goodness, it's that noise again. It seems to play once in a while. No idea what it is. It sounded a little bit like a clock or something, but I don't know what time it is.
Train time. Train time. Train time.
It's train time! Disaster edition!
Hello and welcome to Train Time Disaster Edition. I'm your host, Chunky Chimney Charlie, and the topic of today's...
Young man, what the dickens is this? Get your great swollen backside over here now. This is my slot. We've had this booked for months. Give me that hat. You'd better make yourself scarce, for God's sake. Crikey, I don't know. What a terribly run event this is. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Dickie Dixon here, as you can see. And I'm here to represent the Martinson Model Mart. And, oh, gracious me, excuse, could somebody on the team just resize my name on this screen, please. It's quite inappropriate for the viewers. I do apologise, viewers. If there are any children or sensitive grandmothers watching, please avert your eyes, just for them. Could we please sort this problem out, please? This is really not... Right. Ladies and gentlemen, we need your money. We need your help with our brand new product called Martin's Vast Void. Now, in this slightly unlikely event that it's not clear quite what we're going for with a product like this, let me briefly explain. When modelers approach me, as modelers often do as a very well-known face, they often say, Dickie, we'd love to get started with some of your products, but we just don't have the space. And it's a bit of a conundrum, isn't it? It's a head scratcher, keeps me awake at night. Well, Martin's Vast Void can help you with that. Basically, what we are producing here is space. Vacuum-packed, empty space. All you do is purchase one of our space packs. You make a space for it at home somewhere, and then you pierce the packaging, and out comes this wonderful space. And you can build the model railway of your dreams in it. Now, we've managed to whittle the price down to just £800 a pack, and this gives you exactly 1 cubic foot of space in which you can build the model railway of your dreams. So please check out the links in the video description, which I'm sure the team are going to include for us. Isn't that right? And enjoy the space for your model railway.
Playtime. Playtime. Playtime.
It's train time.
Playtime. Playtime. Playtime.
It's train time.
Okay, folks, thank you very much for that, Train Time team. I apologise for the slightly poor planning of that whole segment, but yeah, unfortunately I have decided, sorry Dickie, we're not going to be putting links to that product down in the description because unfortunately another manufacturer has come along and made a copyright claim against the idea. Apparently that idea is patented and another manufacturer is planning to release it. So unfortunately Martinson Models, they're probably not going to make a statement for another 6 months about it or whatever, but yeah, unfortunately the space packs of Martin's Gaping Void or whatever it was will not be available to the public for public consumption or whatever. And to be honest, that's probably for the best. Anyway, how's everybody doing? It's probably a bad time to ask that, isn't it? But Samo, what a bargain. You know, it would have been a fairly good price, I guess. Space is quite valuable, as we all know. Mail Hosco, thank you very much. Oh, we've got another red-themed request. Katie and James pulling some LMS Crimson, LBSC 4-wheel, and Sodor mail coaches. So basically it's every red model that I've ever owned. I mean, that is one way of beating a challenge, isn't it? Okay. And a Warner brake. Okay, blimey. Yeah, you're right there, Azuma. Martin is solving housing problems. That's true. I mean, I don't know if you'd want to vacuum pack yourself. I don't think that's how yeah, efficient housing works, but you could try. I mean, don't blame me if it goes horribly wrong and you die, but you could try, you could. Anyway, let's do some more requests then. So thank you a lot. Thank you a lot. That's a weird one. Thank you to NG5, who wanted to see the Bachmann Thomas, a couple of freight cars, a caboose, 2 plank wagons, a tanker, a flatware, and a box van. The only problem with that was the caboose, because obviously they all have American couplings, so we've got the standard D-type there. Terence Priestley wanted to see a warship with some Pullmans, and yeah, that's no problem, could do that. William Town wanted the Class 66, some Mark 1 coaches, and another Class 66. It's like the Class 66 at the back. So I'm thinking this should be okay. I mean, it's always tempting fate to say that, but yeah, I don't see anything immediately wrong with all this, so yeah, let's give it a try. Okay, and hopefully it won't take the next 20 years to actually have these locos complete laps. Okay, so how's Thomas doing? Quite a big load for old Thomas, I reckon, but Yeah, seems to be okay so far. Coming up Gordon's Hill. Yeah, no problem. 66 double header, doing pretty well, I think, on the inside line there. Yeah, very nice. Oh yeah, look at that. Decent performance from old Thomas. Very nice. And the Warship. Lovely engine, that one. That's a Bachmann one. I'm not sure whether that one was based on the old mainline model or not. It might be, but of course it's got a much better mechanism than the old mainline ones did. So, I mean, hence why it's actually working and not in a million pieces in a landfill somewhere. But yeah, I thought I'd better just explain that. Yeah, the 66s, I was a little bit concerned about those, but they seem absolutely fine. So that's great. I mean, they're going to derail immediately now, I've said that, but still, maybe they won't. Yeah, that Warship, it's brilliant, isn't it? What a piece of kit. That thing literally cost me 30 quid from the Great Central, something like that. I don't know why they had it going so cheap, because it would be worth 3 times that. But yeah, it was the LMS, I don't know, Preservation Society or something like that, I don't know. And I think I even got a free Bachmann calendar or something with it too. Yeah, crazy times. This was a long while ago, I suppose. I don't think you'd get a bargain like that today, would you? Alright, so thank you very much, folks. They were very good. Let me go and check in on the 66s. There they go. Yeah. Oh, good. Well, we finally had some good luck. Nothing came off the track. I need some sort of like celebration tune for when that happens. Give my engines an incentive to behave themselves. Okay, thank you very much then, folks. Those were very good requests, and we've got a couple more coming in. Thank you very much to you lot. We've got Daniel Dark Magician. Ooh, you sound devious. Have you ever thought of looking at pre-owned? Yeah, pre-owned kit-built locos. One nice one from Hatton's is the LMS Linky Banker. A true Big Bertha. Oh, the Licky, yeah, okay. I'm not that keen on kit-built locos that other people have built because I tend to have trouble with them. You know, if they're not 100% perfect in the way they've been built, then they tend to cause problems, at least in my experience. Personally, I'd rather build stuff like that myself, but yeah, I guess others have had a good experience with kit builds. Beaglington on Sea, thank you very much. I'm glad to hear you're doing better with the old C word. Could you run the Railway Children pack from Bachmann? As the new film is out, that's a good idea. It's better than the £140 Airfix 4F. That's a very good point. Yes, true indeed. So yeah, I can do that. Thank you very much, Beaglington. And I think now we'll go for a short break, so go get yourself refreshed, and I'll be back shortly with some more requests, and got your artwork, shout outs. Yeah, there's a whole load of stuff still to come. So I'll see you in just a second. Okay folks, we are back. Welcome back to Sam's Trains Live, and an extra welcome to anyone who has just joined. We're going to be getting on with some more requests and stuff in just a second, so I hope you enjoy what's to come. I guess next though, we'll do some more shout outs. So how is everybody doing? If you want a shout out, pop yourself in the chat and I'll get to you. I just missed during the break Harry Chapman, so thank you very much, Harry. Could you run your smallest loco? Oh, it's always tricky to think which one that is. Pulling your largest wagon, please. Okay. Have you thought about buying a Rocket Railways mystery box? Yes, I did get, I think Rocket might have emailed me about those at one point. But yeah, I do like mystery boxes, so thanks for the tip, Harry. Send me a message on Twitter if you like, just to remind me, and I'll pick one up. Davis Harrigan, my birth date, which is the 27th request. We'll do that, yeah. Shall we do the song next week or next episode? The next episode is going to be on the 29th or whenever it is, 2 weeks time, which I feel would be closer, and it would also avoid playing the song for a third time today. But anyway, happy birthday for then. You wanted to see a red Pacific with a maroon / blood and custard / mark NEX LNER blood and custards. You have rake, say 6 carriages. Okay, got you. Thank you very much, Davis. I can do that, no problem. Sodor156, yes, you can have a shout out. Lewis Cartwright, nice to see you. Hope you're doing okay. Were you on the loco, Sam? Says Eggy Eat. Eh? Oh, do you mean the 9F? Yeah, not many people know this, but I did once drive a 9F on the Great Central Railway. Is that what you were after, Eggy Eat? It's not a story I tell very often, but some people have sort of rumbled me on that. Sodor Dandaman, shout out to you. Sat here watching, listening while recovering from eye surgery. Blimey. Well, I hope you're doing okay. and I hope your eyes get better soon. Yes, Sam Haslam, you can have a shout out, no problem. My Railway channel, nice to see you. Kim Steeden, yes, I do have a Black 5. I've got a couple of them, actually. Very nice locos. Malcolm Loud, yes, I am doing custom locos all the time, really. I've got another project which is starting next week, and I'm really looking forward to showing that to you. So yes, definitely a yes on that one. A2020 is packing up their own trains later on today. Okay, good luck. Make sure you don't break anything. Outgoing Cactus. Are you an outgoing cactus? I don't know what that means, but yes, you can have a shout out. Oh yeah, and Luke's Locomotive remembers the video where I drove the 9F, or the 9G, okay. Don't remember that, but yeah, I know what you mean. The same, yeah, I think it was the same one LaserJet drove, Ronnie Nita. Yes, I think it was. And David Mattox, you could do a video solely for all of these requests. I probably will do. Yeah, I've got a lot of them. But don't worry, they all get done. It is first come, first serve, so obviously I won't have time to show all of them that I've got today, but they will all be done next episode. So yeah, don't worry about that. Okay, so if you want to have a picture up on my walls, I've got loads behind me and loads behind the camera as well. You can just email your artwork or your photos or whatever to me at samstrains@outlook.com, and then you'll be able to see them live on a stream, and then you might even see them on the walls. But I've got just a few to show today. Here's one from Adrian S. Whoa. And these are his baseboards. He sent me a picture of his baseboards on which he's going to build a model railway, I assume. So Adrian, keep us posted, and I'm looking forward to see what sort of railway you decide to build on there. So yeah, good luck. And then Edward E sent in this photo. Great looking layout. Let's take a second to look at that. Yeah, some very complex track work going on, really. Yeah, nice bit of design. That looks quite realistic, so nice work, Edward. And then we've got Lewis B, who sent in this cool picture. Okay. Featuring, of course, two Gresley Pacifics. Looks like an A1 or an A3. And then we've got an A4 in the background with some expertly ballasted track as well. Yeah, that looks really nice. So, nice work. And Ryan Rail, thank you very much again. Yes, your request will be locked into the list, so I will definitely find it. Whether it's today, I'm not sure, but it certainly will be done. Okay, are you ready for some more requests? Let's take it. So, we have Mega Train Lover on the inside line, this is, who wanted to see the purple A4 with some blood and custard coaches. Got them all going the same way this time, just for a bit of a change. And then we've got Sideways 66779, who wanted to see the D11 with some Pullmans. So we've got that cracking off on the middle line. And then Mark 7188 wanted to see the H2 Atlantic with some Southern coaches, and we've got those on the outside line. So let's see how they all get on in the same direction. I wonder which is going to be quickest. Let's find out. Oops, hang on. I've got Thomas still in that siding, and he sort of rammed into his buffer stop there. Never mind. Okay, H2, let's get the D11 going, and of course the A4. Good choice on the purple A4. I've not had that one running for quite a while, so yeah, I'll have to see how we get on with that one. So they're going quite nicely together, look. A4 definitely powering off into the lead there. Probably not a big surprise, is it? And looks like it is the D11 that is lagging behind. Oh dear. Aussie Loco, I'm back. Did you do my request? No, that's going to be on the next round, so you didn't miss it. Well done. Perfect timing. And thank you, Aussie Loco. I appreciate it. Right, they've all completely split up now. Look at this. Oh, except these two. Oh, these two are kind of together. Well, I guess that makes sense. Similar sort of locos. Thank you, Miguel. Appreciate the kind words there, even though I don't understand them, but that doesn't matter. Hello Joshua W56, hope you're okay. You having a good time? Me Baldrick, oh Baldrick eh, nice. Kayleen's Trains Vlogs, nice to see you. The new storyteller, hello Sam's Trains, have you heard I've got myself a Mini? Wow, you've done some couple of films of yourself driving it. Alright, so folks, if you want to see the new storyteller driving his new Mini, then go check his channel out, I guess. Oh, no problem, Lewis. Oh, I'm glad you were able to see your Green Mallard and your Flying Scotsman on stream. Nice, and no problem. Yeah, no, you didn't miss it, Aussie. Yeah, you're good. Good idea, Joshua W56. Yeah, that sounds good. And Veridis Koyo, nice to see you. It's been a while since you've been awake for one of these. Well, I'm honoured. Thank you very much for joining. Tyler Thomas, shout out to you, and I'm pretty sure I just heard a derailment. Is everything okay? I guess we should, yeah, something's not right. I guess we should quit while I'm ahead there. Right, so the A4's okay, D11's okay, so I guess then it's the old H2. Don't know if we're going to be able to get this in shot. Yeah, something ain't right. How does that happen? I don't know. Oh, it could be because I've got, yeah, slightly older coaches, I reckon, and the couplings don't agree with the loco. Oh well, still it got a decent run, didn't it? Let's try and get this to limp back towards the front again. And I've gone and knocked the loco off the track as well. Okay, let's pull it off. Oh dear. Alright, never mind, we're all good. Okay, let's figure out what's next. Okay, so next up then, what do you say we do a bit of a special guest? Yeah, because we haven't had many of those today, have we? So, are you ready? It's, I don't know why I'm picking this up. It needs to be down. Okay, composure. I'm tired already. Okay, everybody's good pal, it is El Cheapo.
I search for cheap trains, sometimes I review. It's apparently El Cheapo.
Right, so I'm going to start by just apologising very sincerely for this, because I've been cleaning out my barrel and today's model was very much scraped off the bottom of said barrel. So if you want me to reveal it, and I'm sure you do, it's this. It came from eBay this time, and it is a Marklin HO 2-rail wagon, WinRail, I'm not sure entirely what that means, and it is new old stock and it cost £4.50. So it might not have been from AliExpress, but that is definitely an AliExpress sort of price. Except I did have to pay £4.50, oh sorry, £4 postage, so I guess still not that cheap. But anyway, here it is. Not had it out of its box yet, so I have absolutely no idea what to expect. And I've no idea what sort of model it's going to be, but it's probably going to be absolutely amazing for £4. Right, so I've actually had this for ages. I've had it for well, sorry, Sam's had this for ages. I ordered it ages ago and we've only finally gotten around to taking a look. So let's see what you get for £4. Incidentally, I don't know how old this new old stock is. I really couldn't tell you, but here it comes. Oh my God, okay. So let's take a close look at this. So I mean, it's very, very boxy, isn't it? I think this is this supposed to look like a container on a single wagon? Oh, there's just something quite unrealistic about it in a way. How's the underframe? Let's take a look. Well, I mean, it has some underframe detail, I guess. The wheels are metal, which is a surprise, but the couplings don't look very good, do they? No, they're sort of weird pivoty things. Luckily, I do have some locos and some other wagons that I think will be compatible. But yeah, clearly they're not NEM compatible, are they? Have we got any info on the bottom? Marklin, where's it made? Made in Germany. Okay. Well, in Germany. Okay, no, it does say made. Okay. Marklin in Germany. That wouldn't have made any sense. So I guess we'll get this on the track, see if it's any good, see if it's free rolling, and then we'll move on as soon as possible. Right. So, yeah, I don't know what I think about this. It literally is. It looks like just a container perched on a chassis. Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, not bad. Okay, so it's quite free rolling. Let's give it a quick go on Gordon's Hill, because I feel like that's a pretty good test. So we'll start it up at the top, see how it gets on. Ready? I don't think it's going to do amazingly, but I might be proved wrong. All right, okay, let's go in. Okay, so yeah, I'd say that's below average. Most decent rollers will get to the curves at least. So yeah, it's not too great, but obviously for what, £4, or I guess £8 including postage. Yeah, it's not too bad. So it's very, very basic. That is the Yeah, that's the synopsis really, isn't it? But probably fine for the money. And if I could have bought 5 of them and paid £4 postage for the lot, then I think the value for money would have been a lot better. But anyway, again, I told you there wasn't much to say about that one, but a little bit of interest anyway. Okay, thank you, Sam, for spending your money on me. I'll see you next time.
I found the cheap train and I did review. It's apparently El Cheapo.
Blimey, I think we'll have to get rid of him. Yeah, that was a bit dodgy, that, wasn't it? I'm not even sure if it was worth showing, but we did anyway. Okay, next up then, let's show some requests that were left over from the last episode. So here we go, hope you like them. So the first request comes from Sparky129, who made a very good request actually. They wanted to see the repaired B12 and some Pullman coaches, but very nice to see the repaired B12 back up and running, and I guess this proves that everything is still well with the loco, so it's a nice little update on there. So thank you very much, Engineer Sparky. Then NG5 wanted to see a very specific request, Backman Edward with 1 box van behind him, and then 3 coaches with 2 axles, so that means the 4-wheel coaches, I guess. And not that I know what this means, but apparently this is depicting something from Edward's exploit, so if you recognise it, pop that in the chat. And then on the inside line, Kelly Ashford Trains wanted to see Miles. Now, Miles obviously has been put into the museum. Kelly wasn't too happy about this, and she's used her request to get him out to stretch his legs, which is absolutely fine. So Miles, thanks you very much, Kelly. He's most grateful, and I'm very grateful to you for being an engineer, and thank you for that request, with the McVitie's vans and a guard's van at the back. Moving on then to the next round, we have Mega Train Lover, who wanted to see a Class 40. They're said in green, but I don't have a green one. I think I only have blue ones. But with Pullmans, which of course I do have, so I can do that, no problem. Thank you very much, Mega Train Lover. Then Colin Wykes wanted to see the D11 Mons locomotive, which is just a fantastic choice. Always so pleased to see this one, with some 4- and 6-wheel coaches, so no problem. Yeah, easy done. And then finally, George Botterini wanted to see another gorgeous, gorgeous engine, the Caledonian 828, I guess that means 812, with appropriate coaches. And I guess the most appropriate ones I have are the Caledonian ones from Triang. But I'm hoping to get some better looking coaches for this pretty soon. So stay tuned for the channel on those. But Mega Train Lover, Colin Wykes, George Botterini, and also Sparky129, NG5 and Kelly Ashford Trains, thank you very much to you good folks. Sorry about that, folks. I don't know if I guess it just finished sooner than I expected. Anyway, come in and sit down. I'm just finishing setting up this next round of requests. So I guess I can start reading through some of these. I'm just putting the J27 and the T9 together because, who was it? It was David Mattox who wanted to see those double heading with some teak coaches, which is quite a nice pairing. So we've got that. On the outside line, I've already got Thomas with Annie and Clarabelle, some 7 plankers and a 20-ton brake. And then now, for Air Night, I need Katie with a horse box and 2 Crimson coaches, so bear with me. Katie, of course, is the lovely Hatton's Andrew Barclay 040 with the big buffers. So we got the loco there, I'll bring that down. And then what do we need? Horse box, 2 Crimson coaches. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, we can have a face that way, no problem. Right, horse box. That's an interesting one. We've got a horse box somewhere. Bear with me. Yeah, horse box. Oh yeah, I remember that one. Yeah, when I tried to get a real horse in there. Didn't work, but I'm hoping it will be okay today. Right, horse box, done. And then we need some 2 Crimson coaches. Yeah, easy. Where are my Crimson coaches? Let's go with some LMS ones, because they should match the horse box, I guess. All right. Okay, very nice. So thank you, David. That's a good idea. And I guess Yeah, I guess this is the first red request I got then, because everything is red here, so very nice. Let's get these started then. Here we go, Thomas again. I've got top 2 runs from Thomas today, which is cool. Alright, let's see how we get on. Some really great requests today, and of course there's still loads left to do next time, so really looking forward to those. Again, I apologise if anybody sent in a request today and it hasn't been done on today's stream, but like I said earlier on, they will all get done, so don't worry, first thing next time I'll be doing more. Okay, where's Thomas? There we go. Got worried for a second, lost track of him. Alright, so let's have a look at the chat. Fetlin Gamer wants to see the Class 15. Not sure. Trantan stuff, can you run the Class 87 with Mark 3s? Yeah, sure, if you want to submit a request, I can totally do that, no problem. William Haberman says, Sam, I've recently ordered a Hornby A1 Scotsman with the non-corridor tender. Should be able to get it soon. That is awesome. It's a good model, that. Hope you enjoy it. No, I did not know that Edward is 127 years old today. NWR JW Studios. That's a very cool fun fact. Thank you for that. When's the next stream? Sodal Dandaman. It's going to be on the 31st of July. So I hope you can join. And JK42. No, I don't have any Aussie locos. I mean, there's a lot of Aussies watching, so maybe I should get one. But at the moment, I don't. There was that Australian Railway Models C39, I can't remember exactly what it was. Yeah, that was coming to British retailers, but then Hornby sort of put a stop to that and my pre-order was cancelled and I never reordered it because it's the usual story really. It was still available, but from Hornby only at a much higher price. So I thought, no, I'm not doing that. It doesn't deserve the attention if that's what they're doing. So yeah, I didn't do it in the end. But I will have to try. Yeah, I'll have to try some. If anyone can recommend some good Australian retailers, then I can definitely look into that without a problem. Yeah, sure. We've still got Class 15. What's with the Class 15? Why does everybody want that one? I don't know. Ah, Mayo. Ooh. A bit of cockiness raising its head here. Really good requests, but mine is the best. There's a good little bit of good little couplet there. Is what we call it? I don't know. So sad, Sam. NWR. Yeah, it was disappointing. It looked like a decent loco, but yeah, I'm not messing around with Hornby anymore. If they want to play games, I'm not playing too. Right, we've got something off. How has that happened today so many times? It's one of those teaks, I think. Yeah, that one towards the end, second in from the back. Uh-oh, these points are going to send it off, aren't they? Yep. Oh, okay. And Thomas, yeah, I thought he was going to crash. I think we're okay. Great, great. So we've had trouble there twice now. I don't know if I need to check the track or something. I don't know. Right. Let me see if I can rescue those then. Oh, crikey. To be honest though, it's not been too bad today, has it? Normally you'd expect a lot more in the way of derailments and stuff. And I did notice actually that some of my Hornby coaches were horribly out of gauge. And I can't remember which ones I did now. Was it the other southern ones I did? But yeah, I spent a little while putting them back into gauge. So it could be that, I suppose. I'll have to check these teaks and see if that's what the problem is. Because if they're out of gauge, obviously they will derail quite a bit. So yeah, it could be that. Could just have been bad luck. I'm not sure. But they did survive for a good number of laps, which is a bit confusing, isn't it? Oh well, right. So you enjoy, we'll try and get this double header going again, see if it happens again, because I need to go through my list of super chatters and say thank you to everybody. And also, more importantly, I need to choose the best request featuring the colour red. All right. And we've got some good ones today, yes. Right, let's go back to the top then and give everybody the thanks they deserve. But seriously, thank you so much to these folks because you really do help to keep this channel alive, and so I'm really grateful for that. Okay, so we had a few from before the stream even started. So Colin White said, really sorry I'm working, so I will catch up after work, but thank you for the support, Colin, that's very kind. Terence Priestley, thank you to you, did your request. William Town, Mega Train Lover, Sideways 66779, Mox 7188, loved that the H2 request. Thank you, Mark. Aussie Loco, thank you to you. David Mattox, Ryan Rail, Air Knight, AZ Rail, the Zelda Fan 57. And yes, I will put the B12 files online, definitely. Sparky129, could you run a modern DMU? Yes, I'll be doing that. Malcolm Loud, read yours out. Ryan Rail again. Polar Pendleton, thank you to you. Yours will be done next week, as will everybody else's. Sorry, not next week. I always say next week. Next stream, that's what I mean. NWR, J&W Studios, thank you very much to you for all of your support. Zelda Fan 57, Hobby Search is the best place for N-Scale, Sam. Okay, do they do HO as well? I will have to take a look. Thank you for the tip. We've got Eggy Eat, thank you to you. I'm looking forward to your request. Ryan Rail, thank you. Sparky129, David Mattox again, Mayo Hosco, Daniel Dark Magician, Beaglington on Sea, Harry Chapman, Davis Harrigan, Ryan Rail, Aussie Loco, William Town, and Shrila Schultz. I don't think I read this one. So here's an idea I call the scrap train. If possible, could you set up a rake of flat cars loaded with some lemon locomotives that would fit on them, pulled by one of your best locomotives? So it's like a shame train, is it? Yeah, that could be interesting, and I guess that is a request, so I will be doing that next time. And William Town, no, I haven't played Ravenfield. What is that? I don't think I've heard of it. Sorry, sound went off. The winner is Malcolm Loud. No, the winner, sorry, is Polar Pendleton with the W4 Peckett and Daphne. Yeah, Daphne. And the Midland 1P, double heading with a rake of blood and custard coaches. Yeah, sorry, I don't know how that happened. The battery's okay? Guess the batteries are going dead. But yeah, I'll be doing one more round of requests and then we'll be calling it a day. So yeah, that's what's going on. So I need some vans. This is a request for... Yeah, that's why I said Malcolm Loud, because that's who this is for. The V2, 6 vans, 4 tankers, 5 trucks. Sorry about that. Okay, sorry. Oh wow, thank you, Mindless Shark. I'm glad I just spotted that one. Oh, that was anything but mindless. Thank you very much. Okay, yeah, sorry, I've swapped my batteries now, so should be able to hear me. So, I'm going to recap these in case you missed them. So we want Malcolm Loud with 6 vans, 4 tankers, and 5 trucks. And I realise in my fluster I've not done very well with that. So let's see if we can fix that. Okay, so 3 more trucks. I still need some tankers. And also the new Bachmann V2, which is obviously a really cool loco. Runs pretty well. Oh, that truck's not got a coupling. Oh, I'm not doing very well. Okay, and we need some tankers and another truck. Right, let's go with some of the Bachmann Southern vans then, I think. So they're pretty good. And some tankers. I'll grab as many tankers as I can carry. How about that? Right, and then we'll figure out what we want on the inside line. So I'm also going to be choosing, well, I'm not choosing, I'm running Sparky's modern DMU request. So what I did say, I think the battery was dead at the time. I'm going to choose a random old-fashioned DMU to run. So the first one I see in the chat is the one I'm going to pick. So yep, suggest some old-fashioned DMUs, and the first one I see, as long as I've got it obviously, I'll run. And then the other one is the winning request, which is Polar Pendleton's 1P with Daphne and some Crimson coaches, which is absolutely lovely. So yeah, Polar, send me an email with your delivery address and I'll get the nice wagon off to you in the post. All right, so I'm coming to take a look at the chat. So if you've got any ideas for what DMU you'd like to see, then let me know. Right. Okay, so the first one I see was from Beaglington and it was the 110. So that's fine, we'll do that. I need to remember which one the 110 was. Not very good with DMUs. I think it's this one. Right, so hopefully this will do the job. It's not maroon or anything, but you don't really get red DMUs, do you? This is where I get a million emails saying, yes you do, this, and this. To be fair then, to save you the trouble, how about the 110? Because there was like a London Transport version of the 110, wasn't there? Was it the 110? No, it wasn't, was it? It was the That dap old bubble car. I don't remember. I don't know. Anyway, doesn't matter. There's the, I think that's the 110 there anyway. So it isn't that one. Anyway, and then the final one, yeah, this is the winner. So we've got Daphne with the 1p and the Crimson Coaches. So let's get Daphne back. Ah, strange. Daphne does not get requested very often, and she's popped up twice today, so it's a good idea to ask for red requests, I reckon. And the 1p, it's always a pain to find this one. Okay, I think she's on the other shelf. Bear with me. I normally do this during a break or something, but oh well, no point. Okay, yeah, I've got her. Okay, and I think I'll add a few more coaches as well, just to make it worthwhile. So let's get that one on. Right, yeah, a couple more coaches, and that should see us through. Okay. Oh, I've done some extra requests today then, blimey. And I've still got a load to do next week, so thank you very much, everybody. It just gives us something fun to do anyway. Okay. Right, I think we're good to go. Ready? Hopefully all this works this time. Alright, well, I'm going to slow these down a bit. That seems a bit dangerous. There we go. That's a bit more realistic. Okay. So there's the 110, looking pretty good. I always get that and the 108 mixed up. I think the 108 is a Bachmann though, so yeah, hopefully I didn't get that wrong. It's a pretty cool one with the V2 there and the mixture. Double header going nice and steady. Oh, look at that. Yeah, an easy choice that. What a cool pairing that one is. Wow. Oh yeah, let's get a shot of this freight train. Yep, looking great. NWR JW Studios, there's another shout out for you. Swagman Explores, don't mention the war. Well, see what you did there, nice work. My chat, there you go, I guess I got you. Beaglington's still waiting for the request from last week. It should have been done now. If it hasn't, I will double check for you. But yes, I will take a look. And oh yeah, Malcolm, in all of my fluster, I forgot the J36. Okay, we can fix this. We can fix this before I go. Right. So, yep, you're right. There was a J36 involved. I'll tell you what though, that's going to mess things up. Because the J36 is really slow compared to the V2. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Oh, I'm glad I noticed that. Apologies for that, Malcolm. Right. Right, let's see what happens. J36, it's going to have to go on backwards because it doesn't have a front coupling, unfortunately. Okay. Right, let's see what happens. Whole train's going to be under tension now. Yeah, look how much slower it is. We'll try one lap, and if it does that, we'll call it a day and cut the losses. All right. Okay, yeah, it seems okay so far. If it gets round this curve, then that's the worst of it. Quite a strange one, this. Whoa, well. Blimey. That meme is still ongoing. That must have been like years ago now. Oh well, I'll have to do another Warwell review, I reckon. Okay, so this is not as bad as I thought. It seems to be absolutely fine. Huh. I'm tempting fate and nothing's going wrong. Yeah, this seems good. Very nice. I just love that V2. The finish of that bodywork is just awesome on that. Yeah, very nice. That J36 going backwards. I don't know. Okay, let's call it a day then. So thank you very much for watching, folks. I have got some hints for what's coming up next. So we've got a Hornby Freight steam locomotive coming up. That's going to be on Wednesday. See if you can guess which one that is. It's quite a popular one, I suppose. And on Saturday it is going to be the start of a brand new 3D printed locomotive project. It's one I've been working on for quite a long time, and I've done a reasonably good job of keeping it a secret, so I hope you enjoy that when the cover is blown. And then the next stream is going to be on the 31st of July, so pop that into your calendars and I'll see you then. It's going to be the same time as today, 1 o'clock PM British summertime, and it's going to be more of the same shenanigans. For now though, thank you very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the stream, and I'll see you very, very soon for some more videos. Alright, cheers folks, take care. And I've just found even more requests. So I apologise, here they come. So we're starting off with quite an interesting pairing, I think you'll agree. This comes from Sparky129, so thank you very much Sparky. And you wanted to see the OH Shunter with the B2 Peckett, some LBSC coaches and a Great Western brake van on the back, and that is no problem. Good request, thank you Sparky. Then Polar Pendleton, here's a pretty cool one. Ruston's HST style with the railgun. Not sure I mentioned Polar during the live stream. I might have missed his super chat, so if I did, apologies Polar, but thank you very much for the support nonetheless. NWR J&W Studios, thank you so much for your request. You wanted to see the USA dock tank with some boxcars, which I have done. I've got some Southern Railway vans on there. And then some war wagons, and for those I've got the Warwell with the tank on board and a couple of gunpowder wagons. So hopefully NWR J&W Studios, that will be okay for you, and thank you all for your lovely requests. The next request is pretty interesting. It comes from Darian Wilcox, who wanted to see my most liked loco coupled with my least liked loco, so those two would be the Hornby Merchant Navy and the Helgen 1361 respectively, coupled up to some of my most liked and then most disliked rolling stock. So liked would be the Warwells. I am sometimes even known as Mr. Warwell, so we've got those there. And then a couple of the Dapple egg vans, which will probably not make it around the track. But that was an interesting one, Darian. You got me thinking, so thank you for that. Then Mayo Hosco wanted to see the ROD plus the ROD 3000 class with the ambulance train, a railgood, some gunpowder vans and an LNER brake on the back. So thank you very much for that, Mayo, appreciate it. And then Sharky McSharknose wanted to see, it's a bit more of a standard one I guess this, or except for Bullman. Yeah, wanted to see Princess Elizabeth, the Pullmans, Bullman and an LMS Crab, making a very lovely LMS request there. So thank you very much folks, very lovely requests. The next request comes from Beaglington on Sea. Thank you so much for your support. I think this was this was the winning request from last episode. So you will have gotten the wagon by now. And the request was to see the P-Class, which is one of my favourite locos. That might be why I chose this request, because it is lovely. With some gunpowder vans, the coal wagons, and the egg vans, which very nearly soured this request. But I think we can still call it the winner. I mean, yeah, the wagon's yours, so there's nothing I can do. Anyway, the next request comes from Taggart00, and this is one that I'm a big fan of. The Triang Dock Shunters. He just said, any chance we can see the Triang Dock Shunters working? Of course, I failed to repair one of these in salvage or scrap, but I do have a couple of good examples, as you can see. So thank you, Robert. Nice to see these running. And then Ridiculous Railways wanted to see the A1, the C1 and the E1 with any coaches I like. So I've put them in size order, and I've gone with perhaps not the A1 that you were expecting. I've gone with the Terrier, but hopefully that is more or less what you had in mind. So Ridiculous Railways, Taggart00 and Beaglington on Sea, thank you very much to you guys. Okay, so this one's not running right now because I have an inkling that this is not going to go very well, so I thought I'd explain before I start it. This comes from Luke's Locomotives. Thank you very much, Luke. You wanted to see one of my favourite engines, the Helgen Class 128, pushing 5 egg vans with a toad on the front. So let's start them off, watch them all derail, and then I promise we'll move on as soon as possible. Okay, there they go. Going okay so far. Well, things have gone wrong sooner than I expected there. It's normally up here, the egg vans come off. I guess when they're being pushed, they derail even sooner. So there we go. That's the end of that request. Many thanks for it. And then finally for double O gauge, we have an idea from Captain Crunch. Thank you very much to you. You wanted to see a race between Scotsman and Truro. A little bit unusual, I suppose, but you know what? Why not give it a go? So, are you ready? 3, 2, 1, race. Not a 100% fair race here. I think Truro's got a bit of a lead there because it's on an inside line. But nevertheless, I think it's pretty clear there that Truro is the fastest of the locos. So there you go, City of Truro is the winner. And then finally, to finish off this round, we have 2 O-gauge requests. First of all, William Babcock asked for the LSWR Terrier, which I only have in O-gauge, so we've got that running for you, William. And then Terence Priestley wanted to see any O-gauge loco hauling the LS Clark press flow. So those requests went together very nicely. There's the press flow, there's the Terrier. Thank you, Terence and William. And now let's go back to the live stream. Hey folks, thank you all very much for tuning in for another episode of Sam's Trains Live. I really hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back with another episode very soon, but in the meantime, please enjoy the videos that I'll be posting on my channel till then, and I will see you all very soon. Thanks again for your support folks, and take care of yourselves.